Hey y'all, I had to redo this video because I was about to get on another topic that I don't want to get on right now. um, I will say it's going to cause me to go ahead and finish the study on uh, the seven spirits of God, which are just simply His attributes. The Lord is perfect. The seven spirits of God is His fullness. He is perfection. He is the same today, tomorrow, and forever. He was, is, and will always be. When the Lord said, "Let us make man in our own image," uh, He was speaking to Jesus, and so I'll just, you know, I'll go ahead and bring that study on the seven spirits of God later. Um, that's a whole nother video. Okay, you guys. So I can't get into one topic without having even to go into that. Okay, you guys. It was about a dream. So I had about 4 days ago, 3 days ago. Um, what was I gonna say? So listen, since I made my last video, I was gonna come back and tell y'all. First of all, I was gonna come right back and tell you guys about this lady who was on the news who was going to a shelter in North Charleston because she lived downtown and she lived in a low-lying flood zone. And they interviewed her on the news, and she was sitting outside, and she said, it's just a precaution for me to leave and go to this shelter, but I know that the Lord will keep us, or something to that effect. So when she said that, it reminded me of that dream, guys, when I was in the shelter, and the Lord said, the rapture is about to take place. And so today, after I made those videos, well, number one, the shelter was on Leeds Avenue. This is where the jail is. Okay, you guys? This is where the jail is. There were only two shelters open up. Both of them was on Leeds Avenue. Leeds Avenue. This is where the jail is. And all the municipal stuff. But one was for pets. One was for a shelter without pets. So earlier today, after making those videos, guess where I had to go? Leeds Avenue. And I didn't even remember that the shelter was there until, maybe like 30 minutes ago. Um, during Hurricane Irma or Tropical Storm Irma. And so a family member is there. They're in a bind, but it seems as if it can be cleared out and it'll be all over by tomorrow. That's a very long story short. I had to go help take care of that. So I get there, and the first thing I'm thinking is like FEMA camps, you guys. This thing, it looks so desolate. Not desolate. It's got some. It seems as if it's got some fencing. Now I can't remember what it looks like. Now it does have some type of fencing around it, and it just reminds me of a FEMA camp, you guys. Like, jail is jail. Same difference. I wouldn't wish anybody to be in jail. And that's why I rushed down there to see what needs to be done for this person to get out. It should have been taken care of today, but because of some flooding and all that stuff um, in another county, it's just going to take some more resolving. So, and they're not open today. There's no one to really help with the particular situation in another county. So I don't know, you guys. It just, so then when I came home, it just reminded me that um, I just remembered that that particular shelter was on Leeds Avenue, where the correctional center is, or the jailhouse. Okay, you guys. I don't know. I don't think that was a coincidence. Um, and this family member is a female, also. So, you guys, a sister. I'm gonna leave that video because I realized I didn't put it in the last video. I'm gonna leave that video below. I had to find it. I put part one. It looks like she has like 4 parts to this little 2-minute videos chronicling her stay there, and it appears to be Walmart, and the Red Cross is running that shelter. So you can listen to it. Another sister mentioned in the last video, because she had a dream about Leonardo and basically being attacked. And she lives in New York, you guys. And she mentioned the fact that she believes that it may be the storm after Jose that would greatly affect New York. And I'm open to that. I'm going to pray on it. Told her I would pray on it. She lives in New York, so she has every reason to be concerned also. You guys, it's a possibility. Any storm. You know, I feel like I'm being led about Jose, but it very well could be Lee. And she looked up the definition. Hopefully she'll comment and put the definition in her interpretation of the dream. It was quite a disturbing or an awakening dream. So I just want to throw that out there, you guys. I did have a vision of a few storms. I say a few coming off the coast before, let's see, Irma. During Irma or before Irma? Before Irma. Right before Irma. During the time that I knew that the path of Irma would take to Florida. So who knows, you guys? I don't know. But I'm going to consider it. You know, it's just, he's still in the peak of hurricane season. And if it's not Jose, it could very well be Lee that they're using to hit New York. We'll see. Maybe Jose will go to the East Coast. Maybe Lee will go to New York. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like I'm being led to warn about Jose. Speaking of Jose, they had just now on the news. Maybe I can rewind it. I'm sure I can. They had this curve showing it kind of still being out away from South Carolina, from the East Coast. And I think it's its current track right now. And this curve was kind of like the outside of this cone. I'm going to rewind the TV and see if I could take a picture. And because I just listened, it just was on like 10 minutes ago. Okay, you guys, I'll come back maybe later on today. I'll leave the video below and I will talk with you later. Okay, you guys, let's just continue to pray. And that dream, I believe, was an encouragement for us to do just like that, just like the subscriber that I'm talking about. Stand firm and lean on the Lord. Okay, you guys, God bless y'all. I'll come back maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and try to take this picture. Okay.